Gotta say, I absolutely love Smash Bros, but there's just one problem with it. Waluigi's not in Smash! So to fix that, I'll be putting these guys in Smash. Yeah, I am actually, I wasn't gonna make a Smash moveset for Waluigi, it was just to entice you into the video. Anyways, me and my friends really wanted to know what it would be like if our characters were in Smash, so let's just get straight to it. The first character on the list is the Director, a middleweight average speed character with 3 jumps and the capability of wall jumping similar to Mario. First of all, his neutral smash is just a basic jab dealing 3% to any foes nearby. For his forward smash, he wields an axe dealing 6% to foes nearby. It has a much larger range than the previous attack, but has a bit of start lag. For his up smash, he throws a grenade, which acts like your basic bouncing object, however explodes, dealing large amounts of damage within an area. 10% damage dealt to those within the range and 5% slightly out of it. It should be noted that the attack has both start lag and the bomb won't immediately explode on contact with another player. Instead, the bomb will explode after 2 or so seconds. As for his down smash, he grabs the opponent and slams them into the ground, dealing a whopping 13% damage to them. For his neutral special, he shoots the opponent with a pistol, dealing 3% damage and is very spammable. For his forward special, he leaps forward, leaving a barrage of bullets below him. He attacks in a line, dealing 2% to all foes within the blast range, however, once again, there is no knockback. For his up special, he will wear a jetpack and be propelled immediately upwards, followed by a free fall a couple seconds later. For his down special, he summons an actor which acts just like a stage hazard. When a foe comes nearby, the actor will then freeze them for a couple seconds and then proceed to disappear. You can only have 2 actors at a time. For his grab, he flashes the opponent with a camera, temporarily stunning them. For the director's neutral throw, he shoots them, dealing large knockback and 6% damage. For his forward throw, he punches the opponent, dealing 8%. For his up throw, he uppercuts the opponent, dealing 5%. And finally, for the director's down throw, an actor falls on top of him, grounding him and dealing 8%. For his neutral aerial, he spins around, dealing 6% to those nearby. For his forward aerial, he slashes in front of him, dealing 4% to foes nearby, and dealing great knockback. For his up aerial, he uses the same jetpack as earlier, and for his down aerial, he slams down, dealing 8% to those below him. For the director's final smash, a camera flash pans over the screen, completely pausing time, allowing the director to grind up extra damage on foes. Once time is unpaused, all the damage and knockback will be inflicted on the foes all at once, so if tons of damage was dealt to them, a mass amount of knockback will be dealt. If a smaller amount was dealt, not much is really going to happen. It might not be the most flashy final smash, but the amount of recovery moves and overall KOs which can be made of it is beyond ridiculous. Up next is the new lightest character in the game, Evil Luma. A lightweight, very fast character with 5 jumps. For his neutral smash, he has a basic punch dealing 6%. For his forward smash, he has a spin dash, dealing 5% to those in front of him. For his up smash, he turns into an aeroplane, shooting up and then diagonally down. Anyone within the line of fire will receive 6% damage. For his down smash, he summons a clone at his current position. If he uses the attack again, he teleports to the clone's position and will destroy the current clone. You can only have 1 clone at a time, and the clone can be destroyed by other players. For his neutral special, he shoots a plasma ball, dealing 7% to those hit by it. For his forward special, he summons a plasma aura around him, dealing 11% to those within the radius, but also dealing 2% to himself. For his up special, he becomes a shooting star, propelling upwards just before shortly going into freefall. His down special causes him to summon a big fist, dealing 9% and grounding the opponent. For his grab, he wraps the opponent up in strips of paper. For his neutral throw, he shoots the opponent out of a cannon, dealing large knockback and 6%. For his forward throw, he whips the opponent away, dealing average knockback and 7% damage. For his up throw, he slings the opponent in the air and shoots a plasma beam at them, dealing large knockback and 4% damage. For his down throw, he crushes the opponent into the ground, burrowing them and dealing 7%. For Evil Luma's neutral aerial, he spins around 360 degrees. The attack has mild start lag and deals 6% to those in a radius of him. For his forward aerial, he does a spin dash forward. The attack is not affected by gravity and deals 6%. The up aerial is the same aeroplane move as last time, and the down aerial is the same teleport move as last time. The only difference this time being that the clone will stay in the air. It will not be affected by gravity. For Evil Luma's final smash, he flies upwards and splits into several clones, shooting the clones out in random directions. Each clone will do 6% and mild knockback. Due to ripping himself apart into multiple clones, he will be slightly smaller after the final smash, making him not only have a smaller hitbox, but also deal half the percent he used to. After a little while, he will eventually grow back to his old size though. Last but not least is the new heaviest character of the game, Broodinator. A heavyweight but very slow character with only 2 jumps. It should also be noted this character practically has no recovery moves at all. It's basically a tank. I just wanted to quickly note in this game, Ridley was scaled down and is hunching over. Broodinator would be around the same sort of size as Ridley, but scaled down. So in reality, Broodinator wouldn't need to change scale. Instead, he'd just have to hunch over, similar to what Ridley had. Yeah, anyways. For his neutral smash, he throws his hat as a boomerang, dealing 5% damage to any foes hit by it. For his forward smash, he unleashes an ultimate punch in front of him, dealing 20%. The attack, however, has insane start and end lag, so use the attack at your own risk. The move has insane horizontal knockback and cannot be cancelled, almost as if he has slow armor. For his up smash, he uppercuts foes, dealing 8%. For his down smash, he slams the ground, dealing 9% in an area. There is, however, mild end lag. For his neutral special, he whips out his gun arm and begins rapidly shooting. The attack only deals 1% per bullet, but it greatly racks up damage. He's also able to roam around freely while shooting. For his forward special, he throws Belle at an opponent, dealing 6%. Belle, when on the battlefield, can whack foes that come too close to her, dealing 3%. However, she can be whacked herself, and if dealt enough damage, she can be knocked off the stage, killing her. If Broodinator ever walks into the perimeter of Belle, Belle will immediately hop back onto Broodinator's shoulder. This allows her to be thrown out again. For Broodinator's up special, a large flower will bloom out of her crown, the hitbox obviously being above her. This will deal 8% damage. If, however, Belle is on Broodinator's shoulder, the hitbox will be above Broodinator. For Broodinator's down special, he gets on the ground and remains stationary for a couple of seconds. If no one interferes during these couple of seconds, he heals 10% back and then is able to fight again. If, however, someone punches him in the middle of it and interrupts the healing process, the process is cancelled. His grab is just a generic grab, nothing too special. His neutral throw, however, causes him to launch the opponent up ahead, dealing large knockback and 4%. For the forward throw, Belle whips the foe with her hair, dealing 6% damage. The up throw causes Broodinator to punch the foe, dealing 5% and mild knockback. His down throw causes him to ground the opponent and deal 4%. His neutral aerial causes him to shoot a barrage of bullets in front of him, dealing 5% to any foes within range. The forward aerial is the same throw move as earlier. The up aerial causes Belle to use her hair as a helicopter, allowing Broodinator to slowly glide down. This attack, however, will only work if the two are combined. For Broodinator's down aerial, he slams down into the ground, dealing 7%. For Broodinator's final smash, he grabs the opponent, slamming them into the ground just before unleashing a final blow. The slam dealing 10% and the punch dealing 45%. The attack, however, can only affect one player at a time. It cannot area attack. And just like that, we're finally done. Just before we end the video though, there are just a couple things about each character that I'd like to note. mainly the color skins. Director's generic skin. The black and white skin being a reference to Slender Man's episode. The yellow and blue skin being a reference to the Minion episode. The black with yellow and red assets being a reference to the Indoraptor. The green with yellow guns is a reference to the Ninjago episodes. The soldier outfit being a reference to his playstyle. The red and blue skin being a reference to Spider-Man episodes. And the shadow skin because for some reason Nintendo loves shadow skins. Evil Luma's generic skin. A reference to Patrick, another fellow star. The green alteration being a reference to Ordinary. Snowman alteration being another reference to Ordinary. The rainbow colored skin being a reference to one of his alternate designs in Mario and Luigi 5. Since he is based off of a Luma, it only felt appropriate to include a Luma-based skin. This skin being a reference to an old series. And the shadow skin because for some reason Nintendo loves shadow skins. Broodinator's generic skin. This green and red skin being a reference to Mario Maker. This skin being a palette swap between the two. The orange and brown skin being a reference to Simba barks at a fly. The corrupted and Super Saiyan skin being a reference to unknown entities. The wedding skin because someone has shipped these guys to death. The orange and white skin being a reference to an old series. And the shadow skin because for some reason Nintendo loves shadow skins. The only thing that's left is a couple minor things. Things such as Evil Luma using his shield. The shield would be made of paper rather than the red shields they normally have. Belle would fall slightly slower than Broodinator, purely because she is obviously lighter than Broodinator, so she would fall slower. And just a couple minor things like that. Other than that, that's pretty much the entire moveset, the entire color alteration for Smash Bros. These guys will never get in because they are for an animated series, not from a game. Now that I think about it, this was kind of dumb, wasn't it? Because they could get into this game.